So let's get into these couples. I could start with Felipe, but the first couple that they really go into is Adam and Marissa. And I have a lot to say about Adam, so we'll start with him. So at first glance, like I'm sure many women in Seattle, I was like, oh, okay, Adam's like kind of attractive. He's tall. He's financially stable. He has hobbies. Like, okay, I'm kind of moving for it at first glance. Um, Adam is sick in the fucking head. Strike one was that piano shit. They're like, oh, I guess they were asking, I can't remember if there was like, oh, anybody have any secret hidden talents? He's like, oh, well, I can play the piano. They're like, oh, really? Okay, we have a piano right here. Like, you should play something. He goes, let me warm up. Dramatically goes to the fireplace to rub his hands in the fireplace. I'm like, all right, I don't know, maybe some like pianist type thing. I don't know. Then he goes, he starts warming up. He's scaling back and forth, scaling back and forth. Everybody's like, whoa, 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 whoa. He starts playing, I think, Moonlight Sonata. Okay, cool. He plays the entire composition piece. I don't know what the fuck it's called. Of Moonlight Sonata. Brother in Christ, you're not auditioning for America's Got Talent. Like, you're just proving that you could play a little 1 2 1 2. So that person who was like, yeah, you're dragging it. I definitely thought it was a little bit of a drag. What confirmed a confirmed side eye for me was when he finished, everybody clapped and goes, let me just play you one more. Sir, are you doing jazz lounge music? Can you get the fuck up? Like, we're not here for you. The second side eye. And I'm so glad, like, the more you really are exposed to people, the more discernment you will have, and you will pick up on little coded things. The second side eye that made me decide that I didn't think I was going to like this guy was when he was talking about, like, yeah, there were so many times like that I've been in relationships in the past, like all throughout my 20s and, in college, and I'd be with these women and, they would just like sleep around and none of them wanted to be serious. And I was so dedicated to like a relationship and long term. And I just couldn't hold these girls down because they were just big old sluts, basically. Like he was like it just kept going back to this whole I'm so disciplined and mature and women are just so loose that they can't seem to commit. And it's the women. That's the vibe I got. That's the vibe I got. And I was like, side eye. So now let's go into Marissa and Adam in general. I'm just gonna go through my notes. I put Marissa on paper. Seems like Adam's type. She likes skiing. She likes to read. She's in shape, very fit, which is what they both seem to like. He's 6'5" and rich. He kind of seems like one of those bachelor types, which I am proven right almost immediately. Paul, who is one of the experts from the UK one, is now doing it for the US, which thank God. I like him just off the fact that he's putting pressure on these men. Pastor Cal would be like, hey man, hey, and say shit, but he was not putting feet to the fire. And it seems like Paul's putting feet to the fire. So I already like him. So Paul asks him, like, when's the last time you had a woman? I noticed that, like, you have this boat, you're out here with the guys, like, you have a great home, all these things. It's kind of like a bachelor pad. When's the last time you had a woman here? Adam goes, a female in that home over there? Female? Female what? Paul gives him one more fucking again. He goes, I'm just asking you, when's the last time you had a woman step over the threshold of your home? Again, Adam goes, oh, a female? Well, a female what, Adam? A female what? A female what? It's always gonna irk me when y'all be doing, yeah, the guys and the females, the men and the females. The dehumanization of women every time is gonna piss me off. Very arrogant. Again, proven by us finding out that Adam is literally talking to somebody right now. He doesn't think so. He's like, it's super casual. Like, she's been over to the house. Like, she had dinner. We went skiing. Like, we took the jet skis out. Like, no big deal. Paul's like, yeah, you should let her know that, like, you're finna get married soon. So, you're doing this process. If you're being serious, you should cut things off. He's like, so Paul goes, give her a call to break things off. He's like, why would I call her? Like, I would rather just text because it's so casual. Like, even she would actually look at me crazy for calling her and ending things because it's just not serious. I immediately go, oh, so you were just going to ghost her. You were just going to ghost her. Paul, God bless, is like, I'd feel so much better if you called. Call her. So he calls her, and wow, wouldn't you know it? She's pissed and shocked because according to Adam, they've been just casually seeing each other. We've hung out maybe 5 times over 2 months. She wouldn't care. And she was actually deeply hurt by that and irritated. And she said, you know what? I have to go. I'm like, are you joking right now? He goes, no, I'm dead serious. She's like, yeah, I'm going to go. And he seemingly is shocked by this. He's like, wow, she had a way stronger reaction than what I thought. And it was just weird because like she didn't like animals. That's your huge red flag. That's your huge red flag to justify why you've been talking to this woman for 2 months, and never clearly had any sense of direction of what the hell you were doing with her, even though you're seeking marriage. You've been talking to this lady for 2 months and you're seeking marriage, and you're like, oh, she just didn't like animals, man. So why the fuck has she been around for 2 months? But thank God, Marissa loves animals, so we're fine. Marissa likes all animals. I also wrote she comes from a very messy family and she's no contact with her dad. I said, oh, very sweet girl. Very sweet girl. I, in advance, am really sad about the experience that she's going to have. What irritates me is that Paul and Dr. Lisa start talking about, oh, you know, he's like the Tin Man where there's a heart in there. And I really feel like Marissa has these flaws, but she's very open about it. She's very vulnerable. So I feel like that can open Adam up. Or that can mean he's emotionally cold and takes advantage of her vulnerability and her openness and probably some of her insecurities and uses it to manipulate her and have power over her. One thing about these experts that is a trend throughout the 3 couples that we see in this first episode is that they are finding the perfect match for the men and hoping to God that the women can rehabilitate them. That is in all 3 couples. That every time they talk, the experts are like, yeah, I just feel like she would be perfect for him. Only in the last pairing with Beljalie and Mecca was it like Dr. Lisa mentions right at the very tail end, like, and I feel like with optimization, with time, he could be good for her too. Oh, you mean after she does the rehab with him? Another red flag for this man. He's like, yeah, my parents are on vacation, so they're not coming. My sister also found out that I'm doing this and she doesn't support it, so she's not coming. Oh, and my grandma's not coming. Your entire family and not one of them supports this? Red flag. Red flag. Your grandma and your sister not coming. Your parents being on vacation is one thing. Your sister is nearby. Your grandma is a plane ride away, and neither of them want to see you get married. Your sister and your grandma. All right. It's the wedding day. Marissa looks absolutely beautiful. And Adam is pissing me off even more. They send each other gifts to pretty much be like, oh, hey, this is who I am. Small introduction to me. He gets her a whole bunch of like athletic stuff, and she's like, oh, I guess like he likes this, he likes to ski, he likes this. Okay, cool. He writes her a little letter, ends it in LOL. Cool. She brings him like a little book for them to write their story for the future. She brings him a little fireball shot, just probably like, oh, here to shake off the nerve. He responds, red flag number 1, I don't drink. Now granted, is drinking something that could be a deal breaker for a couple? Absolutely. If he were a recovering alcoholic, would that be something that he should be concerned with? Absolutely. The fact that he is just on his like lean and clean lifestyle, it just seems very like arrogant, very arrogant. Just of like, ugh, red flag number 1, I don't drink. She's writing her cutie little letter to him about like, oh, I can't wait for us to go on adventures. And, you know, some days we can even have like chill days about like, we can have like microwavable mac and cheese. It's like, oh, great. All the toxins and like cancer causing chemicals. Wow. You're fun at parties. You're a delight. One of his friends asked him, yeah, like you like a lot of like fitness and being like an athlete. If she doesn't prioritize that, like how will you feel? And he's like, well, I've trained many people to become great athletes. So you just don't give a fuck about her. You're not going to meet her halfway. She has to fit your lifestyle and your aesthetic. Got it. Genuinely an irritating guy. So now it's time for him to walk down the aisle. He has his friend's girlfriend, who is his age, walk him down the aisle. Mind you, it was an option to walk down by yourself. You never need to have anybody walk with you. Why you did all that? I feel like it's insidious. I'm not gonna hold you. I do not care. It may have been, very light, very nonchalant for the girlfriend involved, but for him, it is a weird. I'm gonna put something on that. I'm gonna put something on that of like, yeah, I'm just showing that like, I have access to beautiful women all around me, even though that's his friend's girlfriend. Something about it was very somehow like, as a grown man, why would you choose to do that? Now we get to the gag. We get to the gag of this marriage, this altar reveal. I knew it. I knew it. And you want to know how I knew it? Because when he kept talking about his youth and how he's been with so many women, and all of the women were just these huge whores who never could lock it in. And he kept talking about how much he dated. I went, I don't think Seattle's that damn big. There's a good chance that you've probably dated somebody who's on Married at First Sight right now. So when it was revealed and she was like, I know him, I said, I bet you do. I bet you do. Maybe they talked on a dating app and he ghosted her because that seems like him. Maybe they went on one or two dates, but it never went anywhere. And I only say that because like her friends, you would think would say something or like be like, "Hey, why does he look familiar?" You know what I mean? Like you show your girls, like if you were seriously talking to a guy, you would show your girls like a picture, like this is him. Like don't judge him, don't judge him. He looks better in real life. Like you know what I mean? The fact that they were just like drunk and happy to be there and did not recognize him, and they're like, "Hey, make some noise! What the fuck?" They did not know that. They did not know that she knew that man. Um, mm, Sorry, Marissa. Hopefully y'all choose to be friends and go no further because that man is going to literally put you through it in a horrible way.